Welcome back to the Electrician's Tool Channel. On the bench today, we have the Fluke 1587 FC Insulation Multimeter. This instrument was released to the market on October 27, 2015, and has, to this day, it has been a force to be reckoned with. I'm gonna start by saying, first, this is such a beautiful test instrument. Something about the color, the way it blends together, everything on it. And that's just one of the things. Fluke have a reputation for putting out some of the best instruments on the planet. Fluke name speaks for itself, and this instrument is no different. It has a lot of features that I like. We'll get into some of that. And I've been having this meter for a long time now. I used it, and I still use it from time to time. But it's just still a nice instrument. So I'm gonna get into some of the features, and then we'll get back to hearing me talk just for a little. Okay, so let me just zoom in and let you guys see, check out some of the, all right, let's start down here. All right, it's Cat 4 for 600 volts, Cat 3 for 1000 volts. You see the jack inputs at the bottom. The one to the left is for the remote probe. And what's a remote probe? That's this probe right here. You can what that does, you can activate the multimeter. There's a button on the tip of the probe. Well, not on the tip of the probe, but on the handle of the probe that works. That takes the place of the insulation test button, the orange one right there. And the rest of the jacks, the input jacks, you see what they are. So let's look at the features around the dial. Okay, you got there's volts, AC, you have a low Z, you have volts DC, temperature, millivolts DC, resistance, capacitance, continuity, diode, milliamps, AC DC, and the insulation test voltage is right here, all the range voltage is right here. Everything that's in the blue around the dial could be engaged by could be selected and engaged by selecting this blue selection button right here, soft key button right here. The one to the left is for the backlight. Show you that in a second. I'm trying to get it where you can see it. That's for the backlight. Yes. Now the backlight itself, it's a white backlight. It's not as bright as the backlight on like a 289 or it kind of looks like the backlight on an 87.5, sort of like that, you know. And they only have one level. It doesn't have two levels. At least I don't think. No, only just one level of backlight on it, and but it's okay. It's the display is nice and large. It's clear. You can see everything is top notch about it, and you can see at the upper soft key right here. That's the PI and the DAR button. You can and the PI stands for polarization index, and there'll be a 10-minute test at whatever voltage you're going to put it on, and the DAR is the dielectric absorption ratio test. That'll be for 1 minute. And above that is the hold button, lock button. Hold button, whereas you want to hold one of the measurements, you want to freeze one of the measurements. The lock buttons, if you're using the insulation tester, you just hit the lock button and it will continue testing until you press this button to release release it from that test. Next to it will be the min-max, right here, min-max button. Next to that will be the hertz, as well as the temperature, and the range, the test voltages that you can select from. and I'll show you that in a second. But and underneath that is the FC, stands for Fluke Connect. This multimeter can communicate with, I think it's on Android right now also, but for sure it's on Apple. It's on Apple. They have an app, Fluke Connect app on Apple, and you can connect with that. Is that a good feature? I think so. I really do think so. Do I use it a lot? No, but I really do think it's a good feature. Now, the ranges that it starts from, it goes from 50 volts when you're doing an installation test to 1,000 volts. That's 50. Matter of fact, let me just try to get up on it right here and let you see what I'm talking about. All right, so I have to turn this all the way around. And 50, 100, 250, 500, and 1,000. That's what it goes to. And let me put the backlight back on. You see the backlight doesn't work when you're getting ready to do an installation test, because I believe it needs the power. It only works off of 4 AA batteries, and I guess you have to conserve that power when it's trying to do an installation test. So you can't have the backlight on when you're trying to do an installation test. I guess you have to reserve all the power that it needs to do that test. Well, anyway, this is and not to mention my battery look like it's going down. I use rechargeable batteries in my instruments, so it's probably going down. So that's the way it look like it don't have that much power left. Anyway, it should come on out. Yeah, that's it. Anyway, this is a real nice tester. I have no issues with it. Never gave me any problems. Works. It's fantastic. It works fantastic. Fluke is a one hell of a name, but you're gonna pay for it. And a lot of people don't understand that when you buy a Fluke instrument and what they're thinking about when you buy it, it costs so much. I was explaining to a group of friends today. We were just talking, and we were talking about Fluke, and the reason why it costs so much because all the safety tests that Fluke send their stuff through costs money. All these different laboratories that accredited laboratories, that safety laboratories that they send them instruments through, well, they have to be paid for. It's not like you're going to buy a meter from Harbor Freight and you get it for $25 and you can't verify that it's been tested for safety. I'd rather pay a little bit extra. I'll pay for something that's safe than to save that money and have to worry about my life being on the line while using it. Well, anyway, and then next to that, let's talk about the test leads that's to the right of the meter. This is there are some nice, very nice test leads. You can they're really nice test leads. They're made out of that silicone and very flexible silicone. I do have test leads. Now these are high quality test leads. I'm gonna tell you that. But I do have some test leads that feel much better than a Fluke test leads. And I'm sure this is some of these are some of Fluke's top. I don't know the number on them, the model number of the test leads, but I know there's got to be some of the top of the line ones. But I do have some test leads that's really that feel really better than these Flukes. Now, the test probes, these are not the test probes that came with it. These are Pomona. Fluke owns Pomona. So these are Pomona test probes. I just like how they feel. They're much larger. I have large hands. And I just like how they feel. They just got a good heavy duty feel. And so that's why I have those. And but anyway, the meter itself is a very, very good meter. A very good meter. You will not be disappointed if you purchase this meter. If you find this meter anywhere, I don't have to remind you that the price is right, and the price is right, and you know, is in good condition, I don't have to remind you to pick it up. I would. Well, anyway, this is, don't want to hold you guys long, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And you know what to do to support the channel. You can hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and if you hit the subscribe button, I'd like for you to hit the notification bell that's right next to the word. That way to put you in rotation of all of my videos, past and present. And you can share the video to anyone you think may want to see the video. Leave a comment. And all of those are always welcome, and it wouldn't cost you not one penny. You just you just being supportive of the trade and the channel. So with that being said, I want to thank you guys, and you guys be safe out there. And let's meet up here next time when I do the next video. See you later.